Yeah.
Hey.
Can I use your phone? My phone died.
You want to use my phone?
But I want to text court, so I can't use the house line.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. There you go.
Thanks. I'll be right here in your room.
The emotional toll on Kendall has left the family divided, and now Kris Jenner has teamed up with none other than Scott Disick, stepping in as a protective figure in Kendall's life. This unprecedented alliance has raised the stakes in the battle to shield Kendall from further heartbreak. As Kris and Scott go to great lengths to uncover the truth about Corey's past and intentions, the question remains, will this bold move work, or will it backfire in spectacular fashion? Let's delve into the high-stakes intervention that could change everything. As Kendall continues to grapple with the emotional fallout of her breakup with Corey, Kris Jenner grows increasingly worried about the lingering effects on her daughter's mental health. Despite Kendall publicly announcing her decision to step away from Corey, Kris believes his influence still casts a shadow over her, and she's determined to protect her. Corey's not out of the picture yet, a source close to Kris reveals. Kris is worried that Kendall's heart is still tied to him and doesn't want to see her go down a painful road again. But Kris knows that taking on Corey alone could be difficult, so she enlists the help of Scott Disick, someone who has been a part of the family for years and understands the dynamics like no one else, has stepped up to help. Despite his tumultuous history with Kourtney, Scott has always been fiercely loyal to the Kardashian-Jenner clan, particularly to Kendall, with whom he shares a special bond. Scott's loyalty to Kendall makes him the perfect ally in this mission. Scott's been like a brother to Kendall for years, an insider shares. He's always had her back, and when Kris asked for his help, he didn't hesitate. Kris and Scott's plan is straightforward yet risky. They need to uncover the truth about Corey's past and ensure Kendall knows exactly what she's dealing with. Their first step? Digging deeper into Corey's history, his business dealings, past relationships, and any skeletons in his closet. What they discover shocks them both. Allegations of financial manipulation, questionable business transactions, and past relationships that ended in scandal and drama are just the tip of the iceberg. These revelations leave Kris feeling even more protective of Kendall. Kris is convinced Corey has a pattern of toxic behavior, says a source. She wants Kendall to see that Corey's past could very well be a reflection of his future, and she's determined to shield her from that. Scott, being the more strategic thinker, suggests they confront Corey directly. If we're going to do this, we need to do it face to face, he says. We can't let him continue to manipulate Kendall or play mind games. Kris agrees, but not without making sure Kendall is prepared for what's to come. She doesn't want to blindside Kendall, says a source. Kris knows this is going to be an emotional moment for her daughter, so she's taking steps to make sure Kendall feels supported every step of the way. The day of the confrontation arrives, and the tension in the air is thick. Kris and Scott find an opportunity to corner Corey at a family. At the gathering, they present the shocking evidence they've uncovered. Corey, initially caught off guard, quickly becomes defensive and attempts to downplay the allegations. This is all nonsense, he insists, clearly rattled, but as Kris pushes further, the situation escalates. Corey's defensiveness turns into anger, and his true colors start to show. "You're just trying to tear us apart," he shouts. "You have no right to get involved in my personal life." Kendall, who's been watching from the sidelines, is visibly distressed. The confrontation is taking its toll on her, and she pleads with Kris to stop, clearly torn between her family's intervention and her own feelings for Corey. "Please, Mom, stop," Kendall says, her voice shaking. "This isn't helping." It's then that Scott steps in. "Kendall, listen to us," he says softly but firmly. "We're doing this because we love you. You deserve to be with someone who respects you and treats you right." For Kendall, this moment is a turning point. As she watches her family's fierce protection of her, she begins to question whether her relationship with Corey was ever as real as she once believed. The realization hits her hard, and her emotional walls start to crumble. Later that evening, after the confrontation, Kendall is emotionally shattered. She seeks solace in her sister Kylie, breaking down in tears and confiding in her about the weight of everything she's been through. "I just don't know anymore," Kendall admits. I thought I knew who he was, but now not so sure. Kylie, who has always been protective of Kendall, reassures her sister. You're doing the right thing. You don't need someone like that in your life. You have us. You don't have to go through this alone. Social media lights up with messages of support for Kendall, with fans praising her strength in the face of adversity. One fan writes, "Kendall's strength is unmatched." It's not. It's easy to walk away from someone you thought you loved, but she's doing it for herself, one fan adds. Another writes, "Kris and Scott's love for Kendall is evident. They're doing what any family should do, protecting their own." Despite the emotional toll of the confrontation, Corey isn't backing down quietly. Unwilling to accept defeat, he takes to social media to retaliate in a series of public statements. Corey accuses Kris and Scott of meddling in his personal life and claims they are acting out of jealousy and a need for control. "The Kardashians just can't let me be," Corey says in one of his posts. "They're trying to tear me down because they know I'm not part of their inner circle anymore. This is all just manipulation." While Corey's attempts to paint himself as the victim gain some traction in certain circles, the Kardashian-Jenner family remains united. Resolute, Kris quickly releases a statement emphasizing the family's unwavering support of Kendall and their commitment to protecting her from anyone who might cause her harm. "We will always prioritize Kendall's happiness and well-being," Kris says. "No one will manipulate or control her, especially not someone who doesn't have her best interests at heart." As the family statement hits the public, fans flood the comment sections of Kendall's Instagram and other social media platforms, offering their unwavering support. Many fans applaud Kris and Scott for stepping up to protect Kendall when she needed them most. One fan writes, "Kris and Scott are real heroes. They're showing the world what it means to have your family's back, no matter what," another adds. "Kendall is brave for choosing herself over a toxic relationship. We're all so proud of her." The overwhelming support from fans serves as a reminder of the strength of family bonds and the importance of prioritizing self-care and happiness, no matter the cost. In the end, family truly does come first, and Kendall's decision to step away from Corey is a testament to her strength and resilience. As Kendall begins to rebuild her life, she finds comfort in knowing that her family is there to support her every step of the way. While the road ahead may not be easy, Kendall is determined to move forward with strength and grace. There's already speculation about her next steps, whether she'll dive deeper into her modeling career, channel her experiences into a new project, or take time off to focus on her healing. One thing is certain, Kendall is ready to embrace her future, and with her family by her side, she's more prepared than ever to face whatever comes next. Kendall's journey is a powerful reminder that family will always have your back, no matter the challenges. What do you think about Kris and Scott teaming up to confront Corey? Do you think it was the right move, or do you believe family interference can go too far? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on your favorite celebrities.